Hey, beautiful people. Life's a journey, right? With its ups and downs, twists and turns. And sometimes amidst all the excitement, we find ourselves tangled in a web of worry. It's like this constant hum in the background, a nagging voice whispering doubts and fears. But guess what? You don't have to let worry control your life. Today, we're going to explore how to break free from its grip and discover the incredible power of positive emotions. Worry, it's that familiar feeling of unease, that knot in your stomach when you're facing uncertainty or challenges. It can stem from all sorts of things: work deadlines, relationships, health concerns, even the state of the world. And once it takes hold, it can be hard to shake. It's like a snowball rolling downhill, gathering momentum and growing bigger with each passing thought. You know the feeling, right? You start with a small concern, and before you know it, your mind is racing, imagining worst-case scenarios. Your heart might pound, your palms get sweaty, and sleep becomes a distant memory. Worry can manifest in all sorts of physical and mental ways, leaving you feeling exhausted and overwhelmed. But here's the thing: worry doesn't have to be your constant companion. You have the power to shift your perspective, to break free from its cycle. And that's where positive emotions come in. They're like a ray of sunshine cutting through the clouds, illuminating the path forward. Positive emotions are those feelings of joy, gratitude, love, hope, and contentment. They're the warm fuzzies that make life worth living, and research shows they have a profound impact on our well-being. Positive emotions can boost our immune system, improve our resilience, and even help us live longer. They're like a shield against the negativity that worry brings. Think about it: when you're feeling joyful or grateful, it's hard to stay stuck in a worry spiral. Your focus shifts from what's wrong to what's right. You start to see possibilities instead of problems. And that's a powerful shift. So how do we tap into these positive emotions? How do we cultivate them in our daily lives? That's what we're going to explore together in this journey. We'll look into practical techniques for shifting your perspective, reframing worries into opportunities, and finding moments of joy even amidst challenges. We'll talk about the importance of mindfulness and acceptance, of being present in the moment without judgment. We'll explore the transformative power of gratitude, of recognizing the blessings that surround us even when things feel tough. We'll also discuss the importance of self-compassion and kindness, because beating yourself up over worries only adds fuel to the fire. Instead, we'll learn to treat ourselves with the same gentleness and understanding we'd offer a dear friend. We'll talk about building resilience, that inner strength that helps us bounce back from setbacks. We'll discover how to cultivate a mindset that embraces challenges as opportunities for growth rather than reasons to give up. So get ready to start on a journey of self-discovery and empowerment. Together, we'll learn to quiet the voice of worry and amplify the chorus of positive emotions. We'll discover that even in the midst of life's storms, there's always a glimmer of hope, a reason to smile. It's time to break free from worry's grip and embrace a life filled with joy, gratitude, and resilience. It's time to realize your positive emotions and let them shine. Now let's dive deeper into the first step towards a worry-free life: understanding worry itself. It's important to recognize that worry is a natural human emotion. We all experience it from time to time. It's our brain's way of trying to anticipate and prepare for potential threats. But when worry becomes excessive or persistent, it can start to interfere with our daily lives and well-being. So, what are some common triggers of worry? Well, they can vary from person to person, but some common ones include: when we don't know what the future holds, it's easy for our minds to start filling in the blanks with worst-case scenarios. Whether it's a new job, a move, or a shift in a relationship, change can bring up a lot of unknowns and anxieties. Worries about our own health or the health of loved ones can be particularly distressing. Money troubles can weigh heavily on our minds and create a constant sense of worry. Conflicts or difficulties in our relationships can trigger worries about the future of those connections. These are just a few examples, and the list could go on and on. The key is to recognize your own personal triggers, those situations or thoughts that tend to set off your worry cycle. Once you're aware of them, you can start to develop strategies for managing them. Now let's talk about the cycle of worry. It often starts with a trigger, something that sparks a concern or fear. Then our minds start to ruminate on that worry, replaying it over and over, imagining all the possible negative outcomes. This rumination fuels anxiety, which in turn leads to more worry, creating a self-perpetuating cycle. It's like being stuck on a mental hamster wheel, constantly running but going nowhere. The more we worry, the more anxious we become, and the more anxious we become, the more we worry. It's exhausting and can leave us feeling trapped and helpless. But here's the good news: you don't have to stay stuck in that cycle. By understanding how worry works, you can start to interrupt its patterns and create space for positive emotions to flourish. We'll explore the incredible power of positive emotions and how they can counteract the effects of worry. We'll discover how joy, gratitude, love, and hope can transform our outlook on life and help us navigate challenges with greater ease and resilience. Worry is a natural part of the human experience, but it doesn't have to define you. By understanding its triggers and cycle, you can start to break free from its grip and embrace a life filled with positivity and possibility. Let's shift gears now and talk about the incredible power of positive emotions. If worry is like a dark cloud casting a shadow over our lives, then positive emotions are the radiant sun breaking through, bringing warmth and light. Positive emotions encompass a wide range of feelings, from the exuberant joy of a child's laughter to the quiet contentment of a peaceful afternoon. They include gratitude for the good things in our lives, love for the people we cherish, hope for a brighter future, and a sense of awe at the beauty of the world around us. These emotions aren't just fleeting moments of happiness, they have a profound impact on our overall well-being. Research has shown that positive emotions can boost our immune system, making us more resistant to illness, improve our cardiovascular health, reducing the risk of heart disease, enhance our resilience, helping us bounce back from challenges more quickly, increase our creativity and problem-solving abilities, strengthen our relationships and social connections, and even contribute to a longer and more fulfilling life. In essence, positive emotions are like fuel for our minds and bodies. They nourish us, energize us, and help us thrive, and when it comes to combating worry, they're an invaluable tool. Think about it: when you're feeling joyful or grateful, it's hard to stay stuck in a worry spiral. Your focus shifts from what's wrong to what's right. You start to see possibilities instead of problems, and that shift in perspective can be incredibly empowering. Positive emotions also help us build resilience, that inner strength that allows us to navigate life's challenges with grace and determination. When we cultivate a positive outlook, we're less likely to be overwhelmed by setbacks. Instead, we see them as opportunities for growth and learning. So how do we tap into these positive emotions? How do we cultivate them in our daily lives, especially when worry is knocking at the door? We'll explore practical techniques for shifting your perspective, reframing worries into opportunities, and finding moments of joy even amidst challenges. We'll discover how mindfulness, gratitude, self-compassion, and a focus on the present moment can all contribute to a more positive and fulfilling life. Positive emotions aren't just a luxury, they're essential for our well-being. By actively cultivating them, we can create a powerful antidote to worry and anxiety, paving the way for a happier, healthier, and more resilient life. Now that we understand the power of positive emotions, let's explore how we can actively shift our perspective and create space for them to flourish. One of the most effective ways to do this is by challenging negative thought patterns. Worry often feeds on negativity, those pessimistic thoughts that tell us we're not good enough, that things will never get better, or that we're doomed to fail. These thoughts can become so ingrained that we start to believe them without question, but the truth is, they're often distorted and inaccurate. By challenging these negative thoughts, we can start to break their hold on us and create a more balanced and realistic perspective. One way to do this is by asking ourselves questions like, is this thought really true? What evidence do I have to support or refute it? Is there another way to look at this situation? What would I say to a friend who was having this thought? By questioning our negative thoughts, we can start to see them for what they are: just thoughts, not facts. And once we recognize that, we can choose to replace them with more positive and empowering ones. Another powerful technique for shifting our perspective is reframing. This involves looking at a situation from a different angle, finding the potential opportunities or lessons hidden within challenges. For example, instead of seeing a job loss as a failure, we could reframe it as an opportunity to explore new career paths or pursue a long-held dream. Instead of dwelling on a relationship ending, we could reframe it as a chance for personal growth and self-discovery. Reframing doesn't mean denying the difficulty of a situation, it simply means choosing to focus on the potential for positive change and growth. It's about finding the silver lining in every cloud. It's important to remember that worry often focuses on problems, while solutions require action. Instead of getting bogged down in endless what-ifs, try to shift your focus to what you can do to improve the situation. Ask yourself, what are some concrete steps I can take to address this worry? Who can I reach out to for support or advice? What resources are available to help me navigate this challenge? By taking action, even small steps, you'll start to feel more empowered and in control, and that sense of agency can be a powerful antidote to worry. Shifting your perspective takes practice, but it's a skill that can be cultivated over time. By challenging negative thoughts, reframing challenges, and focusing on solutions, you can create a mental landscape that's more conducive to positive emotions and less susceptible to worry's grip. Now let's explore two powerful practices that can help us navigate worry with greater ease and grace: mindfulness and acceptance. Mindfulness is all about being present in the moment, fully aware of our thoughts, feelings, and sensations without judgment. It's about observing our inner world with curiosity and kindness rather than getting caught up in the whirlwind of worry. When we're mindful, we create space between ourselves and our thoughts. We recognize that thoughts are just thoughts, not necessarily reality. And this recognition allows us to choose how we respond to them rather than being swept away by their intensity. Acceptance, on the other hand, is about embracing the reality of our present circumstances, even if they're difficult or uncomfortable. It's about acknowledging that we can't always control what happens to us, but we can control how we respond. When we resist or fight against reality, we create additional suffering. But when we accept what is, we open ourselves up to the possibility of finding peace and even joy in the midst of challenges. Together, mindfulness and acceptance can be powerful tools for managing worry. By being present in the moment and accepting what is, we reduce the power of worry to control us. We create space for positive emotions to emerge and for new possibilities to unfold. So how can we cultivate mindfulness and acceptance in our daily lives? I will share you a few simple practices. Take a few moments each day to simply focus on your breath. Notice the rise and fall of your chest, the sensation of air moving in and out of your nostrils. When your mind wanders, and it will, gently bring it back to your breath. Lie down or sit comfortably and systematically bring your attention to each part of your body, from your toes to the top of your head. Notice any sensations you're experiencing without judgment. As you walk, pay attention to the sensation of your feet making contact with the ground, the movement of your legs, and the feeling of the air on your skin. Repeat phrases like "I accept this moment as it is," or "I am open to what is happening now," to cultivate a sense of acceptance. These are just a few examples, and there are many other mindfulness and acceptance practices you can explore. The key is to find what works for you and to make them a regular part of your routine. Mindfulness and acceptance aren't about achieving a state of perfect calm or bliss. They're about learning to be with whatever arises with kindness and curiosity. And in that space of openness and acceptance, we create the fertile ground for positive emotions to blossom and for worry to lose its grip. And so our journey through the landscape of worry and positive emotions comes to a close. We've explored the nature of worry, its triggers, and its cyclical patterns. We've discovered the incredible power of positive emotions to counteract worry's grip and enhance our well-being. We've learned practical techniques for shifting our perspective, reframing challenges, and cultivating gratitude, self-compassion, and resilience. And we've recognized the importance of mindfulness, acceptance, and finding joy in the present moment. You have the power to shape your emotional landscape. You don't have to be a prisoner to worry. By actively cultivating positive emotions and practicing the techniques we've discussed, you can create a life filled with joy, peace, and resilience. So take a deep breath, let go of worry's hold, and step into the light of positivity. Accept the challenges, celebrate the victories, and savor the simple joys that each day brings. If you found this exploration helpful, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing to our channel. Remember, you're not alone on this journey. We're all in this together, supporting each other every step of the way.